Hi, welcome back to Master Recaps. Today I will show you a mystery and amp thriller, horror film from 2018 titled Boarding School. It tells the story of a 12-year-old boy named Jacob. His face was so similar to a woman that his schoolmates were constantly bullying him. Until one day, when Jacob received the news that his grandmother had passed away, all of her wealth including everything was handed over to Jacob's mother. Jacob would secretly slip on his grandmother's evening gown and let himself float away in reverie and music. It wasn't until he realized that Jacob's parents were watching his behavior with concern. If left like this, Jacob may be sexually deviant. His father and mother sent Jacob to a famous behavioral school. The school is located in a remote area, led by Dr. Sherman and his wife. When Jacob moved in, he made some new friends. Each person has different symptoms. Some people have a habit of selfishness. Some people have twitching and cursing. Some people have trouble controlling their emotions. Everyone needs to live together and follow the rules of Dr. Sherman. Who breaks the rules will not be reprimanded, but will instead face severe punishment. Over time Jacob began to adjust and thought that this place wasn't as bad as he had thought. All children do not need to hide their symptoms or hide what they are. Until one day another girlfriend, Christine of Jacob, felt something was wrong with Dr. Sherman kept preaching the same old biblical story as if he had no knowledge of it. So she decided to sneak into Doctor's room. Sherman investigates before she finds out that these guys are not named Dr. Sherman, as claimed. At least, Christine tried to bring this matter to Jacob. It seems that Jacob still doesn't believe what she says. It wasn't until that night that suddenly a cry came from the bathroom. When Jacob and his friends ran after him to look at the pictures, they saw that it was Frederick's corpse hanging inside. It was very shocking to the children. Until Jacob reminded him of what Christine had said. If they are not Dr. Sherman, really, every child in this school might be in danger. Christine and Jacob decide to try to escape the school before they find out that the school is surrounded by electricity. When there was no way to escape, both were forced to return to the same school. Jacob was summoned to meet with Dr. Sherman urgently. He told Jacob that Frederick didn't kill himself, but Frederick was murdered by someone. Jacob, in his mind, knew that this must be the work of Dr. Sherman, of course. "You're the one who killed his friend." Before Dr. Sherman told the truth why Christine was sent to this rehab school. She had murdered her own real brother. Which caused Jacob to be so shocked that he immediately rushed to Christine's room to ask her what happened that day. Christine confesses to Jacob that she killed Frederick with her own hands. By urging Frederick to hang himself, she then pushed him down. This infuriated Jacob a lot. Until he thought of hurting Christine, in which she forced Jacob to wear her grandmother's evening gown. If Jacob refuses, she will kill another friend. With no choice, Jacob is forced to put on his grandmother's nightgown and dance around in order to please Christine before he takes the opportunity to attack her with an unceasing punch to Christine's face. Surprisingly, Christine didn't show any pain at all. But she smiled happily. Before she told Jacob that everything she had said before was a lie. She wasn't the one who killed Frederick. But he only said that he wanted Jacob to hurt her. Later, Jacob escaped from Christine's room. But with concern, he decided to stop by to see other friends as well. Before Jacob found out that Elwood had been killed by someone. There really is a murderer inside this school. Then Jacob went to explore the surrounding area around the school and found the bodies of Frederick and Dr. The real Sherman was immersed in the freezer. Before he could hear someone's conversation with Dr. Sherman, Elwood's mother came to the school at night. It was very strange to Jacob's idea that Dr. Sherman would call her to inform her that Elwood was dead. Jacob overheard their conversation and learned the true purpose of the school. The parents of all children at this school do not send their children for psychotherapy, but sent to eliminate them from their lives separately, with Dr. Sherman a serial killer who kills children according to their parents' orders. Jacob, who had been spying on Dr. Sherman's behavior, showed no signs of fearing him at all. He had a feeling in his heart why his parents would treat him like this. before the entire conversation ended at the hands of Mrs. Sherman, who had attacked Elwood's mother to death because she was unhappy that Elwood's mother had intervened in their work. Before you, Dr. Sherman was attacked by Dr. Sherman because the murder of her own client was a very foolish thing. In the end, someone will find Elwood's mother and this place must be destroyed. Dr. Sherman yells for Jacob to come out of hiding because he knows Jacob has been spying on every action since the beginning. Jacob, who now had no fear left in his mind, came in to ask Dr. Sherman, who his father or mother wanted him to die. Dr. Sherman told him that if you want to survive, you'll have to help him settle all of this by staging the events. There was a huge fire inside the school. To cover up all traces of the murder, the fire would burn all evidence, including the other children who were here. And he and Jacob will escape from here together. Jacob therefore agreed to this agreement of Dr. Sherman. There is no denying it. Before he took the opportunity to attack Dr. Sherman accidentally. Dr. Sherman, who was hit with a knife and fell down, liked to be beaten by steel and eventually died. But now the fire has spread throughout the school. Jacob and the other friends try to escape the school for their lives. Jacob tells Christine that he wants her to come in and pick up his stuff in the room before Jacob pushes Christine inside and locks her inside. Jacob said he knew she was the one who killed Frederick because Dr. Sherman had told him he had only killed Elwood. At the behest of Elwood's mother, and Frederick's death was because she wanted to kill him to create a situation that would allow us to escape from here, but in the end, Christine and Dr. Sherman, along with all those involved, died in the flames. With Jacob and a handful of his friends survived. All the children were repatriated to their families. Only Jacob knew what the truth was and why they were sent to this school. Before parting, Jacob told all the parents that he knew what you were doing and that if something happened to his friends, everyone would be sorry. This is a threat from Jacob to keep parents from trying to kill their children again. Of course, Jacob was also sent back to his family and he learned the whole truth from Dr. Sherman, and who wants him dead. That night, Jacob arranged to poison his stepfather with the pills obtained from Dr. Sherman. Finishes the movie. Subscribe for more video like this, turn on the notification, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.